Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading. All you Forex trading aficionados, it is your chief dealer keeping you sane in these insane markets. It is TGI Friday, 6:54 a.m. on November 8th, 2024. And the chief dealer is kind of confused here. We had a deeper retracement in dollar yen than I thought that we were going to have yesterday. I had support between 152.80 and like 153, the figure, and really it held for a while. So if I go to, let's go to a 4-hour chart, so we could just check that out. And hang on a second here. Well, we stood between, we didn't really stay on here, 152.79. We stood about 8 to 12 hours. We stood in this range, and like right here, and then market broke down and it was headed down towards the next level down here. So that's all well and good, but what's going on next? Because other people tell you what happened. I'm telling you what's going to happen next. Yesterday, I also said that this 154.23 level was going to be resistance, and look how it reacted. It basically came right up to it, and I actually didn't think it was going to break through 152.80. I really didn't. I thought it was going to consolidate, like do like one of these numbers for a while, and then eventually come back up to try to attack the high at 155. Okay, market said no, didn't want to do that, and the market's always right. So where are we now? Let me go back over to a 1-hour chart. Okay. All right, got a lot of lines here. Okay, obviously the 152.79 was the old support point that I had, and in reality it really needs to get above like 79 right now to show any type of strength. I got support below at 151.79, and then there's another support at like 151.40. 151.45. These are all old levels, and now all of a sudden they're coming back into play. So the only way dollar yen actually shows any type of strength today, it has to break 152. I would go out on a limb and go 152, say 65. You should start to look to see what's going on as far as price action is concerned. 162. That's fine. 162.64 is the level that you'd have to look to see what's going on with dollar yen. If it could break 162.64, most likely it's going to go through the 79, and then it could track back up into the 153.40 area, 153.50 area. In all honesty, I'm always candid with you guys. I really have no. I mean, technically, that's what it is. Why we're here, technically, I don't know. I didn't think we were going to break the 152.80 level. So I was wrong, totally wrong. As far the trade was right. It was short at 154.24. Really, look for it to rebound at 152.80. That did not happen. And we snuck down a little bit lower to 152.13. Now, it could be skid. I thought that dollar yen was in a bullish, basically, consolidation pattern. I don't like that it broke the 152.80. I have to be completely candid. And I'm going to say that dollar yen right now is kind of neutral, until it breaks the 155. I don't really have a good handle on it right now. I don't know what that conservative party is in Japan that got elected, and I know I'm not a fundamentalist, but it's always good to know the enemy. And to know exactly like what they're up to, because it'd be foolish not to pay attention to fundamentals. So I'm going to do a little study. I'm going to try to do a little digging on the weekend, and I'll let you know what I come up with. I still think that the dollar is kind of still, the underlying fundamentals are bullish for the dollar versus the yen, but I'm not going to stand in front of a freight train. And it's going to be, I don't know, 70 some odd days before the new administration comes in. And the Fed rate cut yesterday didn't really help the cause of the dollar. But this could also be, buy the rumor, sell the fact type of thing. So now that it's in the marketplace, it's over. And now the market can go back to doing what it was doing. And it made its move. Didn't really crash down that much further than the support point I had. So I really watched that 152.65 level. I think if we can get above that, there's going to be a slight recovery in dollar yen. If it cannot, and it breaks this low here, we're tracking down to 151.78. If that breaks, then we got the 151.45. I don't really see that happening, but stranger things have happened. So let's get over to sterling dollar. All right. Sterling dollar, we said that 129.60 level was an important level. I don't like that it broke it, but it did come right back up and come trade above it. Now, right now as we stand in sterling dollar, let's see. Look at some volatility levels. Definitely have resistance at 130.45. That hasn't changed. So let's put that up there. Hang on, do this. Oh, it's up there already. Hang on. I don't need that. It's right there. Definitely resistance at 130.45. Hang on a second here. $129. Okay, that 129.60 is the level. It needs to hold above that level in order to show any type of strength. There is definitely going to be resistance at the old high yesterday. There is definitely resistance here. So what is that making me think? It's making me think sterling's kind of soft, and it's going to trade back down towards the 128.90 level. That's what I'm thinking right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take a short in sterling dollar, put a stop at 130.20, and see if we can get lower. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not suggesting you follow me, and plus by the time you see this, it might be way too late. So I think that there's definitely going to be upper resistance at 130.10 and 130, say 20. So maybe I should put my stop at like 25. But all right, I'll figure that out for myself. So let's go on over to good old sterling yen. I'm going to do a separate one on this as well, but I'll give the points. All right, so sterling yen. All right, one sterling yen. All right, 197.09 was the low. And again, this one's going to be all according to euro yen. It's got to break 197. Let's see something here. 197.73. Let's use this 197.80. 197. It's got to break 197.80 to show any strength. It's all going to be through U.S. dollar yen. If dollar yen rallies and cable's doing what I think it's going to do, cable's going to slowly grind down. dollar yen is going to pick up the steam and go back up to that 153.50 level. That could drive sterling yen back up, but it has to get over that 197.80 level to show any type of strength. And of course, there's support at the next level of support I have is 196.49. I got nothing in between this 197.09 and this level here. I'm sorry, I'm not, I don't really have really tight levels for you today because the volatility kind of widened out a bit, and Euro yen's another one that's confusing. I'm looking at Euro yen right now, and we're going to go over that one next, but that one's kind of confusing. So what I got sterling yen is it's going to show a strength at a break of 197.80. If it can't break 197.80, it's going to drift back lower. It all depends on dollar yen. Got to watch the dollar yen as always. So let's move on over. If it breaks this low, 197, say on the figure, I would think before the stop at 45, we're going to have some support at 198, 196.80. 196.80. Let me see something here. Yeah. It's really light support. It's 196.80. It's really light support, and it's opening up the way to 196.49.50. All right, so let's move on over to good old Euro yen. All right, so Euro yen right now as it stands. We had the low of Euro yen at what's Euro dollar? I should cover that one too. Maybe I'll add that one to the mix. It's gotten picked up a little bit of excitement, not much. All right, we had low 163.88. There's definitely support at 163.80. Yeah, right here, 163.75. That's been there. The resistance level is 164.45, which is right here. Okay, 164.49. All right, I'll go with the 49. That's the resistance level. It needs to break up above this and hold above it in order to get back to 160, say 5. Let's say like right in here, in between here, like narrowly in between here, like 164.80, 165.20. If it could get through 165.20, then it's got the 165.32 above it. So right now the resistance is 164.48. And the support's 163.75. If it breaks 163.75, it's opening a way up to, a way down to, hang on. $163.12. $163.12. Get rid of that. If it breaks that, it's 163. $13 is close enough. So those are the levels. The 164.84 has to go. If it does go, and then the queen confirms, we're looking at 164.82. Right now, this should be pretty decent support down here. 163.75, 160. This should be some pretty decent support. What I would think is if the market could get back down to this level, like right here, I would look to scoop some with the stop below 163.75. Maybe I go 163.65. If I can get as close as I can to the 163.75, I would take a stab at buying it at the support to get back up through 164, say 48.50. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. Please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. Tell me what you think about the analysis. I'm sorry I really wasn't, I'm not as enthusiastic as I normally am. I'm just a little bit confused myself. Although my gold analysis is working out really well. Go check my gold video out that I put out on October 14th. still proud of that video. And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.